Alright guys, welcome back to Wealth and Travel on a Dime. And today I want to talk to you about the very best budget unlimited cell phone plan on the market, and that would be Visible Wireless. Now for those of you who don't know, we've been with Visible for probably a little over 2 years. At one point we actually used an extra line from them to put internet in our home. So I will link the video in the description of this video. It's on our other channel, but it fully explains how we use Visible Wireless to get internet in our home. Now, a lot of things have changed with Visible, so if you've ever researched them before, be prepared for a shock because a lot of things have changed since the company first started. One of the main things I can say about them is that they are really improving everything across the board because their parent company, which is Verizon, has been improving everything across the board. So for those of you who don't know, Visible Wireless is a MVNO, and basically they run their network off of one of the big three, Verizon. But Verizon is actually the parent company of this MVNO. Now, most of you know that T-Mobile owns Metro and AT&T owns Cricket. Well, Verizon owns Visible. Now, back in the day, Visible ran on a cloud-based server and had long ping times, which made it really unattractive to gamers and stuff. But since then, they have put it on the Verizon prepaid network, and it is absolutely amazing now. It runs a lot faster and a lot cleaner and a lot better. So if you've had their service before, another thing I can say is they stepped up their customer service. But one important thing you do need to know about Visible Wireless is they are all in on the app. You can pretty much do everything and anything, and if you have any issues, you're going to go into the app. You're not going to be calling people or going to a store. That's one of the ways they keep their costs low. And they pretty much, now they've moved to the prepaid system on Verizon, have ironed out all the bugs with getting people activated. They do cover physical SIMs and eSIMs. So you can feel confident that you're going to get taken care of. Now, much like any MVNO, you've got to come with an unlocked phone or a phone that will work on their network. That's just the rules of how these prepaid services go. So, 2 plans with Visible. You have one that is $25 a month. There's no catches. You don't have to have 4 people, nothing. $25 a month. That gets you access to unlimited talk, unlimited text, unlimited data, and they do say that with congestion, they will slow your speeds down. Every MVNO says that. But there is one thing that other MVNOs do not do, and that's give you unlimited mobile hotspot. All right. I need you guys to understand why this is important because almost everyone else charges for this feature. Now they do cap it at 5 megabits per second. That's well over 1080p content very easily. I mean, if you're willing to let it buffer, you can go all the way up to 2K or 4K if you're willing to let your video buffer for a minute. But for live content, you're looking at anywhere from 480 to 1080 depending upon the stream quality. That's plenty, guys. You don't need anything faster than that. Now, if you wire tether to, say, a laptop, you'll get full speeds. And it doesn't count against any data usage because there is no data usage. There's no cap. I show you in my other video where we used over 100 gigs one month of data, and they don't have a problem with it. This is truly unlimited. This isn't like Mint when you get to 30 and they slow you down, or Boost, or any of the other ones that do that to you. It's fully unlimited. Now, what you don't have access to is the ultra wideband. Now, in my testing, I have not found that that's necessary, but we should go over that plan. It's $45 a month. There is some other perks, especially with out of country stuff, but generally speaking, you get unlimited talk, unlimited text, unlimited data, unlimited mobile hotspot at the 5 megabits per second, but you get access to ultra wideband. And those speeds are insane. But is it really needed? So what I did was I ran around here, and I live in rural Ohio, But I also went and visited some bigger cities in Ohio and took some speed tests, took some video tests. That way you guys would have some idea of what the speeds I'm getting on the $25 plan, which is just the regular 5G plan for $25 a month. And I think you're going to quickly see that, I mean, you don't really need the ultra wideband. And the other important thing I want to mention is unless you're in a pretty big city, you're probably not going to have the ultra wideband available to you. You could go on their site and try and check, but I'll be honest, there's some places in Cleveland, there's some places in Cincinnati. I think there's a few places in Columbus, but you're not going to get it out here in the rural area. We actually just got upgraded to 5G recently, but even before that, we had really good 4G service. So I'm not complaining. Verizon's network is well stretched and it provides a good service over a lot of areas. Now, one of the things I want to talk about here is video on your actual device. All right, so say I want to watch YouTube. They do, much like any other MVNO, cap your video rate on things like YouTube and Netflix and stuff. And I did a test to show that. But then I also did a test using my VPN, which I choose to use Surfshark because it's low cost. You can end up using it on an unlimited amount of devices, which is amazing. And if you're doing like the 2-year package, you get multiple months free. And I think it comes in at less than $2 a month. I'll leave the codes and stuff down in the description box below if you're interested. But you can walk right around any of their speed caps, as well as being able to check out other content you maybe had not been able to previously with the Surfshark VPN. I'm not sponsored by them. It's just what I use, and it pairs really well with Visible Wireless if you want to go down that road. So like I said, all the links for that stuff and discounts will be in the description. Do you need unlimited? Well, you have to ask yourself that by going into your settings and looking at how much mobile data you use every month. We do YouTube, we do gig work. When my wife is out door dashing, she likes to use her tablet and watch like TVs or movies and stuff between orders when she doesn't have work going on, or she's editing on her tablet these videos. With that kind of setup, unlimited is almost a necessity. Now, we've looked at plans with like 15 or 20 gig because I'd probably do it if we were just door dashing doing our normal stuff. But those plans cost as much as Visible, so why not go with the unlimited? It really makes no sense. Now, unlimited is not for everybody, and maybe Verizon service in your area is not for everybody. But if you are looking at the stack up of plans, and I know a lot of people argue this, the reality is if you don't need a lot of data, go to Mint. If you do need a lot of data, go to Visible. It's a simple equation here. People make this so hard. Now, if you enjoy the Visible service and you have a Visible line, if you have the $25 line, you can actually get Verizon's home internet for $5 off a month. If you have the $45 line, you can get $10 off a month. So you could actually get home internet, their actual router, standalone Verizon home internet with a discount by being a Visible customer. I wanted to throw that in there because I think a lot of rural people that might end up having an option to get Verizon internet where they're stuck on DSL or satellite. So it might be good to bundle and save a little bit of money. They have an amazing selection of phones you can buy directly from Visible if you so choose to. They also sell some used devices. I've seen iPhone 12, 13, and 14 on there. So you have everything you need at your fingertips. Now, personally, we go buy Samsung used devices from Samsung directly. This is an S20, and I think I paid $200 a year and a half ago for it. And it's been flawless, unlocked from Samsung. And it still takes on any phone that's out on the market now. The one thing you need to understand about Visible is they're not dumb. A lot of people you'll see say, just stick the card in a modem and it'll just work. It might for a little while, but there's plenty of videos out there that explain how to use it for home internet, and the video in the description will have information about that. But if you're interested in Visible, if this price point sounds like something you would like, feel free to go down in the description box and we will leave a code that will get you $20 off your first month. All you have to do is sign up with that code, and all you have to do is pay $5 for 1 month of service. Try it out, see if you like it. I think that once you get used to the unlimited speeds, you're not going to want to go back. I honestly feel that Visible is probably the best deal going right now, and I spend a lot of time researching cell phone plans to make sure we're not overpaying. And nobody has a plan. Even Mint's new deal with $15 a month temporarily for unlimited isn't going to hold up long term, because after you use 30 gigs, they slow you down to snail's crawl. And that doesn't work when you're outdoor dashing or when you're trying to upload YouTube videos. You're not going to be able to get away with that. And the unlimited mobile hotspot makes it nice when we go traveling and camping, because we can just hook to it and stream as much as we want. It's truly unlimited. And that's something you don't hear a lot of anymore, is truly unlimited. So with that said, if you haven't already, and I don't know why you wouldn't have, go down, hit subscribe. Make sure you ring the notification bell so you see all of our upcoming videos. Give us a like. Let us know down in the comments. Are you using Visible? Are you considering switching? Where are you coming from? Are you using Cricket? Are you using Mint? And what's your reasoning for looking into Visible? Is it just the price? Because honestly, that was the first thing that swayed us. And now that they're on the Verizon prepaid network, I'm even more into staying with Visible long term. So appreciate your time, and we'll see you in the next one.